Scorpio, welcome to your June reading. I pre-shuffle oracle cards and I'm going to put those out for you right now. Let's see, so you got 18, number 18, the Magic Stream, and the New Moon in Aquarius card, Bring Love into the Situation. Okay, this is quite a dynamic duo here. So the Magic Stream talks about the collective unconsciousness, basically, and your individual connection to that collective unconscious. Kind of like that whole Jungian outlook that your ideas are your ideas, but they're not solely your ideas. No idea is ever completely your own in a way, because you're tied into this like larger flow of energy. We all are. Some of us are more aware of it than others. And so right now you seem to be in this dreamland state, perhaps. You may be aware of your connection to the collective unconscious, or you may not be aware of it. You may find yourself daydreaming a little bit too much during the day, or kind of going off into la la land. I'm feeling that for some people. We'll pull some tarot in a minute and we'll elaborate, but if we look at this Magic Stream card in connection with Bring Love into the Situation, you need to be a little more pragmatic in your day-to-day dealings. So I don't think you're having a hard time being loving, although maybe you are. Take it how it resonates. We're talking about a new moon in Aquarius, and Aquarius is more of a detached sign. So for some of you, I'm getting you need to kind of take a step back and detach a little bit from this Magic Stream way of navigating throughout the day. You need to maybe pull yourself from that mode, that kind of meditative mode that you may have found yourself in. And Aquarius is a sign of looking forward, and it's a very innovative sign. It's a very sharp-witted sign. So you may need to do things independently. I'm feeling like you need to detach a little bit from this collectiveness and kind of venture out on your own, take a little bit of a chance, think outside of the box in a way. How are you going to get things moving for yourself, okay? It's definitely a card of humanitarianism, a card of electricity, Aquarius. We've got all this water, and I know that it's easy to think of Aquarius as a water sign because it's called the water bearer, but it's not a water sign. Aquarius is an air sign. So it's important to keep that in mind. And if you have too much water and air, you get steam, right? And then the steam just dissipates into the atmosphere and dissolves and joins the collective unconscious. So you may need to kind of figure out how you're going to solidify that steam, right? In a way, how are you going to turn it into ice, right? Make it solid, bring it into a solid form. Okay, but let's pull some tarot for you right now. I'm going to shuffle the cards and then pull the cards in silence. So you feel free to either fast forward to the place where I have all the cards drawn already, or just stay with me and watch me shuffle. Okay. Okay, let's turn these around and see what we have. All right, we have the moon for the overall energies of the month. We have the hangman going into lust, going into the 9 of cups. Beautiful. All right, so it looks like there's a lot that's kind of hazy for you this month, Scorpio. You're not sure how to move forward. Things are unclear, okay? Now the moon, you know, in the dark, it's hard to make out outlines and shapes and forms. We don't really know what we're looking at. When the light gets turned on, then everything becomes clear. So I feel like for you this month, things might be a little unclear or not quite what you think they are, right? Moon is connected to the sign of Pisces, so there might be a lot of Pisces energy around you, which is just going with that magic stream, that magical, ethereal, collective unconscious, moving into that realm of higher spiritual awareness. You could be really surrendering this month to the spiritual, maybe a little bit too much surrendering into the spiritual this month, Scorpio. I'm getting that as a little bit of a warning for you. We'll pull clarifiers in a minute, but you're being asked to be, like, the energies that you're being asked to be aware of are the energies of the Hanged Man. All right, and so the Hanged Man is the story of Odin, basically, who hung himself upside down for a tree for I don't remember how many days and nights, but it was a sacrifice to gain wisdom. At the end of that ordeal, Odin was blessed with the understanding of the runes. He was given the runes and the wisdom of the gods. And so for some of you, there might be a sacrifice needed this month to attain a blessing of some sort. But we'll pull clarifiers. I'm really kind of getting it right now as more of just you being in this detached spiritual realm more than needing to make any kind of sacrifice. You're being asked to take on this Leo energy, the energy of the Lust card, which is strength in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith tarot decks. In the Thoth deck, Lust means luster, Lustre. It's letting your inner light shine and letting your true essence propel you forward, moving from a place of authenticity and ingenuity and strength and power, owning your power. Now, for some of you, I also get that you may be frustrated in some ways. You may need to kind of rein in your emotions and be a little bit more controlled this month. And it's all going back to this spirituality thing. I feel like you need to pull back from being so spiritual and kind of focus on the day-to-day a little bit more. The end of the month sees you with the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, happiness coming in for you. Something that you've been wanting really badly is going to come in for you by the end of the month. Let's clarify. Tell me more about the moon, please. What's going on with that moon? The 10 of Pentacles and the Death card. So some kind of transition and some ending of the old, a beginning of the new, right? And with the Death card, you know, a couple of other signs have gotten the Death card this month. The Death card talks about that transitional stage when you are allowing things to dissipate and kind of fall apart, because you know that you're letting them go. You're letting things go so that you can make way for the new and prepare for the new. But it's that state of dissolution when everything is just kind of falling apart. Like I told the story in some other signs. I wish I could remember which ones, but I don't. This is kind of like the stage when the caterpillar, it has already cocooned itself and now it's turning to goo. It's turning to goo. It's not at the stage where the goo is starting to form itself into a butterfly. It's a stage where it's turning into goo, right? In preparation for reassembling all those ingredients to turn into the butterfly. So that's probably where this confusion is coming from. You may not be 100% sure of how to restructure your day-to-day routine to bring in this wealth, this 10 of Pentacles, but rest assured it's coming. Let's see, let's get a clarifier on the Hanged Man. You got the Queen of Wands and the 10 of Wands. So something that you've been really, a lot of fire energy coming in for you here. Something that's really been burdensome is going to be gone. It's leaving. It's energy. I think that you're also being asked to forget the past, forget any burdens that you had in the past, because you're not your past, you're your future. And how you think about your past and how you present yourself in the future in relation to what happened to you in the past, you know, may not be working to your advantage. You may need to create a new story for yourself and follow that story. The Queen of Wands holds the sunflower in her hand, and sunflowers follow the sun, right? They turn to follow the sun. And you're being told, I feel, to let go of anything that doesn't serve you, for lack of a better word. I really can't stand that phrase anymore. But you're being told to let go of things that aren't beneficial to you so that you can follow the sun. You can shine in all your bright luster. Tell me more about the luster card, please. The moon, so we get the moon again. I love it when the cards keep repeating. They just repeat, repeat, repeat. I already told you. Yeah. Things aren't what they seem, you know? And the Fool. There you go. Time to create that new story for yourself. What do you want to happen? What do you want to bring in? Really focus on that. This, by the way, is one of my all-time favorite moon cards. It's just the most beautiful moon card I think I've ever seen. I love it. And this moon card always makes me think that it's time to wish upon a star, because your dreams are coming true if you only believe. It's very much to me like, you know, like a Peter Pan, Tinkerbell kind of scenario. Do you believe? Do you believe in Tinkerbell? Because, you know, you have to believe to make it happen. And that's kind of the energy that I get. Once you really embrace that belief that you can make your story end the way you want it to end, it's going to kind of set you free. And you move into that beautiful, joyous Fool energy of anything being possible. And you start anew. You start all over again from the Fool. The whole Fool's journey begins with the Fool. Okay, so tell me more about the Nine of Cups, please. Tell me more about the Nine of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. All right, so some good stuff happening for you at the end of the month. Queen of Swords was the next card underneath that. I'm not going to place it down because that's you realizing and cutting through the bullshit, cutting through the fog of that's, you know, at night, cutting through all of that and just going with the flow. The Wheel of Fortune talks about needing to keep your balance as the wheel moves. And if you can keep your balance, you can move forward. You stay at the top of the wheel. And the Ace of Cups. So whatever you've been really hoping for, it's going to be different for everybody, right? But whatever you've been hoping for, whatever's your heart's desire this month is going to come through for you by the end of the month. For sure. I'm really getting a sense of that for you. And I feel that you just need to maybe ask for help too. If you need to ask for help, detach a little bit. You don't have to do everything on your own, because we're getting that magic stream vibe, and that could mean to seek out help in other areas. I'm going to pull one of these cards. Oops. I'm going to pull one of these goddess cards for you because I keep looking at them as I'm doing your reading and I feel like they want to say something. So what advice do you have for Scorpio by the end of the month, please? Aphrodite, inner goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. All right, so if you're not getting enough exercise, which is what I'm hearing here, get your exercise through dance. You don't have to do it through a gym, right? You can dance your heart out. I mean, that's pretty good exercise, dancing, so I kind of like that. But yeah, awaken the goddess within you. Really tap into that inner strength and energy that you have. I'm going to pull some final parting words of wisdom here from the Whispers of Nature Oracle deck for you. Because Scorpio, I'm kind of really liking this for you this month, really. It's really nice. Okay, you got shift your energy. All right, that's really kind of what we were talking about earlier, that magic stream and the new moon in Aquarius. I feel pretty strongly that it's time for you to start to make things happen. Take your energy. Your energy, I think, has been a little bit too much in la la land. You've had your head in the clouds a little too much recently, I think, Scorpio. And that's easy to do. You're a Scorpio. You like to go deep. You like to contemplate deep thoughts, deep questions about the meaning of consciousness and reality and why are we here and what are we doing. You know, that's that Odin, you know, sacrificing himself on the tree so that he can gain that knowledge. These are deep questions. You're not going to answer all of the world's questions in a day, Scorpio. Humanity's been pondering these questions for ages, right? So time to shift your energy a little bit. Focus, get back into the real world, because there's good stuff coming in for you. This time period where you've been able to kind of dream a little bit is coming to an end. I think it's time. Something's coming in for you, and things are going to get busy for you fairly soon. All right, Scorpio, I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, because that really helps me out and I'd really appreciate it. And I am going to move on to the next sign, but I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.